till you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Coming with a dank, scrolling the tank, rolling with the gang. You sit and I on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin. Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though? Well, happy Thanksgiving. Well, late Thanksgiving.
See, I got these tiny hands.
Yeah. We all know what happened yesterday. We're gonna get into yesterday. We have some nonsense to get into first. We want to cheer you guys up first before we bring you down. Hopefully, we don't bring you down at all. I don't know. I really don't. I'm trying to reserve it. I'm already called a hater.
I'm gonna let it fly.
Yeah, you bullied Neil Rule.
We had a debate.
What's the area? 10-7. He came back and wanted to talk about college football. That's how bad you bullied that man.
We had a healthy debate.
You walked away healthy. Not so much more. Man. Lots to get into today. Do you want to just start with like random shit and then we talk?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We actually, some way, got in touch with some of Jack Harlow's people. We were actually allowed to play some of his performance from yesterday without copyright. JB,
really?
If you don't mind muting his music, yeah. Hey, they love him Detroit like a Skilla baby.
Hell yeah.
Check this out. This is the real reason it didn't come out.
I was driving from my dad's house to my aunt's during halftime, so I didn't see
some technical difficulty. It was actually kind of fire. Look at this.
There it is.
This gas.
I've been getting stuck, I've been getting hoes, I've been doing drugs. I've been doing this, I've been doing that, I've been around quick, I've been around black, I've been really sick, I've been fucking bad. I've been on my grind, let me working on the weekend. If you want this money, baby, then you know how you gon' get it. But that pussy open if you fucking, I'ma beat
it. They did Harlow dirty, bro. I understand Detroit. So if you did miss it,
what the fuck is going on with my life?
To begin it, he had. Was that his brother, Chris? Who was that behind him?
I have no clue. I didn't see that video until you sent it, and then a few other friends sent it. I don't know anything of the context of that video, but the fact that they're both wearing Tupac shirts, it's just wild.
No, but Harlow, his actual performance, he had like some like random. That's what I'm talking about. The guy was actually behind Harlow. Who the hell was that guy?
That I don't know, but I imagine that everyone's talking about the shirt he was wearing, and all of that. I'm sure that was some trick at play, no fly zone, making sure hey, you're gonna put this on stage with you if you're gonna be in my city type thing.
The white guy behind him?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, the message on the shirt more so.
Oh, what was the message on the shirt?
It was free. Why am I blanking on the name? But it was free somebody from Detroit. But I don't think it was Roscoe. It started with the R.
Was it
Rico?
Oh, probably Rico.
I think Rico.
Probably Rico for sure. Yeah. I didn't peep that at all. I was talking about the guy. There's literally a guy behind him, some random white dude behind him, just lip read. I don't know what the fuck he was doing there.
Yeah, that was wild. But honestly, Jack Harlow, nobody was looking forward to that performance. But at the end of the day, we can all agree Jack Harlow wasn't the worst white performer in Detroit field yesterday.
Damn.
It's true. And shout out to Kyle Swed in the Woodward Sports Chat. He said the Red Wings came to play against Boston. And they did. They got the 5-2 victory. A lot of goals. Fabry had one. Larkin had one. DeBrincat had one. I think Comfer had one. I don't know who had the last one. But
how are they doing in the season, Boston?
They're doing pretty good. Boston's still great. Yeah.
That's who we beat today, right?
Yeah.
Is this the second time we beat them, too?
Yes. I think so, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Came to play. For sure.
Shout out to them. Unlike, as Chris said, another caucus man in the city of Detroit. People kept DMing me or tweeting me I bet he's happy. He's having the greatest time. No, I'm a Lions fan.
Yeah.
That shit disgusts me.
It's awful to watch.
Bad to watch.
Does not bring any joy.
Does not.
That's why Flannel Sam texted me. He's like, "Oh, you can go ahead and dunk on me, Spenny."
Yeah.
I was like, "I don't even want to dunk on you. I wish you were dunking on me, because I don't want it to be true."
Yeah. How was your Thanksgiving though?
It was great.
It's free Rio, by the way. Confirmed in Woodward Sports Chat.
Yeah, I saw that.
I thought he is almost free. Yeah, because you have a lot of things that's out of the state.
Yeah.
And you're the people you grew up with too. So.
Yeah. My cousin came from California. My brother came from New York. A lot of my cousins were there. It was a lot of fun. My cousin brought her son, little baby Thomas. Got to hang out with him. And my Uncle Doug's a grandpa now, so he's chilling. He went from the, stiff, uppity Italian uncle to now he's the chill ass cool Italian grandpa. He's pouring up shots and stuff. My cousin's husband Mason.
It's like Tony Soprano around pets.
Yeah, my cousin's husband Mason. He's from Russia.
Oh.
And his parents sent him back with a case of this vodka that they brew. And we were doing shit. It was good, dude.
Yeah.
It was good. It put some hair on your chest, though. But it was some good shit, dude. We were doing shots of that.
Shout out to Becky Brackwell. That's Aunt Rodrigo. Shadali rocked the halftime show in Texas. I do have this question.
Would.
You would? Yeah.
Yeah.
She killed it.
I would.
Looking like that. Like
That's
how old is she?
nasty.
JB, can you look up how old she is? Definitely not Josh Giddey's type, but
She's 77, by the way.
she's how old?
77.
That's insane.
That's insane.
Yeah,
That is wild.
I would.
Yeah.
I mean,
Probably
it was
breaker.
no Creed halftime show, but
It was not a Creed halftime show.
Creed's still like the
Creed.
best Thanksgiving
It is.
halftime show ever.
I guess and I didn't put any pictures of like the Harlow halftime show, but like, what was the budget here? You gave my man an igloo from freaking the Christmas store down the
Yeah.
road. I don't even know what the hell that was. And
It's
then partying at this
Detroit, like, you don't even
amazing
need an igloo.
stage. What'd you say?
It's Detroit. Like, that eagle could have been made for all we know already.
Yeah, bro. I mean, what the? That was crazy. And then I
Yeah.
guess like the reason why part of it, like none of the audience can get into it, you can only the broadcast is able to hear it. Like nobody in the actual like
Arena?
yeah, no one in the actual stadium could hear like him rapping or anything like that. They did him dirty.
Steve O'Baby
I like
says,
Harlow.
Spencer, you know what's funny? My nephew asked me, how can the Lions lose to the Green Bay Packers? I had no answer. LOL.
We were driving, and I was just okay. You say something?
I was just going to say the two reasons the Lions lost
Oh
to
yeah,
the Green Bay
I
Packers.
thought you said no.
And the two reasons the Lions lost to the Green Bay Packers on Thanksgiving were, number one, complete and utter lack of anything resembling a pass rush. They had no pass rush at all the entire game. Jordan Love was able to sit back there for 6 seconds and do whatever he want. And then number two is Jared Goff. Fumbled the ball 3 times. One of them was on 4th down, so whatever, but it still counts. And his baby Whopper Jr. hands, his happy feet in the pocket, his can't function unless everybody's 3 feet away from him. He's like a COVID person. Like 6 feet, need my safe space. Like it's if you get anywhere near him, he shits his pants. It turns into I don't even know, a terrible quarterback. It's tough to watch.
The Jared Goff memes. I mean, I should have preloaded them and stocked Chris up because they're wild. There's one I posted myself with some kids in the garbage can and stuff, like his boy is wide open. There's that one guy in the classroom. He's like, show us your 3-step. He just trips over his back.
Yeah.
Smacks his head on the desk.
Andrew Jones says the OL had a bad game. Yeah, the offensive line did not play their best game.
Yeah.
For sure. They weren't good. But it also, when your quarterback ceases to function when anybody's within a foot of him, it's pretty tough. There were on both of those fumbles, he had a wide open receiver for the first down right in front of him. Especially the second one where he decided to tuck and run, and I don't even know who made the tackle, but his pinky finger touched the ball and it went flying out of his hand like he just got hit by a freight train. When the guy wasn't even punching the ball out, he wasn't trying to rip it out. He literally just tackled Goff, and his baby finger grazed the ball, and it exploded out of his hand. And Khalif Raymond was wide open for the first down for a good minute.
It was a putrid performance. I saw some people they tried to point to the aftermath of the stats, and then tried to spin it to Jared Goff having a good game. By the way, me and Bryce actually, when I was driving to drop him off today, we were listening to the back half you versus Neil, which again, 10-8, 10-7. But either way,
we had a healthy debate.
Bryce is like, why is he yelling? Talk about Neil, and I was like, it's because he was wrong, Bubba. I was like, he was wrong. Look, that's what you're gonna get. This is the Jared Goff experience. I was gonna try to hold a lot of this stuff in, but I guess we'll go right away. That's what you're gonna get out of Jared Goff every once in a while. That is a Jared Goff that got traded from LA to Detroit. That is who he is.
He has 6 turnovers in the past 2 games.
If everything is perfect, you'll have something there, and then if you do a good enough job in the defense as well, you'll survive every pick 6 every now and then. When that's not the case, the past 2 weeks is what you're dealing with.
And when you're going to see more of that? When you're going to see more often than not that he is going to have to put it on himself to make plays because he won't have the luxury of having great players surround him in every facet of the game, that's if you pay him $50 million a year.
Oh, God.
Because you won't be able to keep that offensive line intact. You're not going to be able to keep 3-4 Pro Bowlers on that offensive line. You're not going to be able to keep 2 Pro Bowlers at tight end and at wide receiver. You're not going to be able to add to your pass rush. It's just going to take away from what you already have. So, not doing it. Not a chance. Not even a thought that crosses my mind.
And
I'd offer him $30 million a year. If he says no, see ya.
It's max. I'm not mad at you, man. Anything outside the structure of like the designed play, my man, is ass, and that's not anything worth, again, crippling your salary cap with at all whatsoever. It's just that's been my stance the entire way through. People get mixed up with like a lot of the good stuff they see, but then you forget the fact about Ben Johnson, the lead offensive line, the great pieces around him, like also helping that. Like, you're not gonna sit here and tell me yesterday the Ducks are out. Like, I thought they left a little bit earlier for down south, stay warm. No, they're flying yesterday.
They're still there.
They're all over the place.
There was some nasty ducks being thrown.
And that was in the fucking, it was in the dome.
Wounded ducks.
In a stadium. It's like.
See, I got these tiny hands.
There was one, I forget the announcer, he was like, and Jameson Williams didn't even look back. What the fuck did you want to do with that, brother? That thing was fucking
10 yards behind him.
Yeah.
Fluttering to the
all
sideline.
All the way to the left.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And we've been seeing this all year. I mean, we know that's what he is.
Becky Jane Blackwell, Aunt Becky in the Woodward Sports Chat says, can we beat the Saints in New Orleans? Not if they play like they have the past 3 weeks.
Chris, you only one hasn't been on the show today. You haven't talked yet.
I mean, what is there to say, man? This is a bad game. And to me, the conversation shifts to, is this him reverting back, or is this just a slump that good teams go through? Because good teams do go through slumps. We saw the 49ers lose 3 games earlier this year. Is this just a bad slump where Goff is not playing his best, obviously, and the team is just not in sync and in rhythm? Coming off of the bye week, really, like they've been tough. They had that good win against the Chargers, but even that, had some flaws, some things you can nitpick there. So I want to believe it's just a bad stretch, but again, this goes back to where I'm at with Goff. Like, this is why you just don't pay him $50 million. You don't, because this is possible.
Joey 2 times over Sports Chat says none of these remaining games inspires a lot of confidence.
If they play like they have the past 2 weeks,
none of these games should, bro. The Bears had 3 wins heading into like them almost catching a dub against us. The Packers only had 4 wins before yesterday. Those are bad teams.
Yeah.
At home.
This team
in the dome.
These guys, these coaches are crying. These eyes have seen a lot of turnovers, but they'll never see another one like I had with Goff. No, but the coaching staff, the players, they know that this isn't an offense where you can just drop back 40 times a game and get yourself out of a hole. This is an offense that's predicated on the run. This is an offense that's predicated on play action, because you have a quarterback who he does well when everything around him is working perfectly. And when you get down 21-6 in the first quarter, you gotta pass out of the hole. You're gonna have to throw the ball. So the defensive line knows they're gonna throw the ball. So it makes it easier for them to get pressures. It makes it easier for them to get to the quarterback, and that just puts more pressure on Goff, and he falls apart in situations when there is a little hint of anything going wrong. He just completely falls apart.
There was another one of a dog just pissing like nonstop in the kitchen. That's it.
I seen that one too. Yeah.
That's so fucking funny.
Before we go to break, I have to take back what I said last week. Remember last week I was really proud of the Lions for pulling out that win that was definitely should have been a loss against the Bears. And I was like, this is a good performance. Things weren't going right, and he still had the mental fortitude to push through it, but it's like this Packers game just completely erased all of that for me, because now it's not like, okay, you can win when you're at your worst. It's like, no, you're consistently now performing or underperforming for weeks straight. So it's no longer the compliment it was last week.
Absolutely right. Spinning. Tell us about Big Boy.
You know, you got to have some big hands to eat a big boy. And wintertime in Detroit is always better with comfort foods from Big Boy. Try the veal parmesan or the new Southern Comfort chicken bowl. How about breakfast? The stuffed potato pancakes are back. The classic lumberjack or Santa Fe garden. Also, the new apple pie hotcakes that are too good to miss. Top it all off with the new gingerbread shake for dessert. Stop at your local Big Boy today.
Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper. Whether you landscape for your job or landscape for fun, get all your equipment from Outdoor Equipment Co., the official equipment provider of Woodward Sports. Michigan grown, family owned. OutdoorEquipCo.com.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White and Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
Swiss is the best place to shop your home and auto insurance. Make sure you guys do it the best. It's my guy Mark at Swiss Insurance. Make sure you email him at mark@swissins.com. That's 248-800-4177.
Swiss.
I was going to say email, but I almost right off the phone number. Make sure you email him at 248-800-4177. Playing like Jared Goff up here. Happens. People bad games. But when you pay millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars,
you can do this.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking. Yeah, that's the one.
Absolute missile.
The wounded duck. That was.
It was like going head over tail.
Pitiful.
I mean, whoever that was, they were wide open.
They were wide open.
It was J-Mo.
Yeah.
It was J-Mo.
Down the sidelines.
Just missed him.
Ran the wrong route.
By 70 yards.
Just like last Thanksgiving, they ran the wrong route.
Yeah.
Joey 2 times. I don't even want Goff for the $31 million he's due to be paid. Third highest cap hit in football this year.
I take Hendon Hooker for 3.1.
I mean, I feel bad. I feel like I'm like beating a dead horse. But there's some of you out there still probably denying it. I don't know. I don't want those people calling. And I will. Yeah, the offensive line wasn't great, but that's. Welcome to the NFL.
Andrew Jones like goddamn knuckleball.
Shit's fucking pitiful, bro.
Yeah.
And it's not just like these throws happen consistently.
Yep.
People want to tell me Ben Johnson doesn't make them. Anything that's outside the structure of play, what is he doing? Not there.
Yeah. If the play's not there, if the receiver's not at his spot at the right time, and there's nobody inside of, like, if there's anybody within 2 feet of him, I don't know, dude. He turns into fucking Uncle Rico. Like, that shit's.
Steve-O, baby, Eazy. Where's Detroit supremacy? LOL.
It's Viking supremacy skull. That's who.
He changed it?
I mean, he's in the chat right now.
Is that what it is? Change the name?
I'm sure it is because he's got the Woodward logo.
That's fair. Yeah, no one's like new coming in as a Viking. Yeah. So he's an absolute troll.
He's doing a troll job.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Goff throwing bloop singles. It's the good senator.
That's a good one, Joey.
The Goff hate is strong. Is it hate, or are we just going over the game yesterday?
Yeah.
Did yesterday not happen?
Past 2 weeks, he's had 6 turnovers. Yeah. What do you want us to say? Oh, he's great. Give him $50 million. He's just such a handsome player. Can't he be your franchise guy? Wouldn't you like to bring him in and have him date your daughter? It's amazing what Jared Goff can do. No, he's been fucking trashed the past 2 games.
Yeah. Steve Lehman, Eazy. Tell me how adjustments AG has made against the pass. Multiple, brother. Multiple. And I got something to say though for that one. But right now we are bitching about the guy that people want to pay $50 million to lock him up here in Detroit. By the way, I'm saying this is beautiful that's happening now too, because like that's the knock that I heard from Scott Mitchell. Like that was like the knock on him as a quarterback. Like he could be good, but like when it came down to it, you couldn't count on him. There's no consistency along with it. By the way, Jared Goff last year too, the most drop picks. He only had 8 or 7 picks in the year with. Phenomenal year. Also the most drop picks in the league. Also the drop pick 6 last week against the Chicago Bears. But like this is what you get. This is what you want to invest in. It's not. I don't know. Told you guys to win games, but you're not going to win the whole thing with them. That's just the reality of the situation. You want to talk about the offensive line? The offensive line wasn't great. That's fair. That's a fact. Spinney brought up a brilliant point last night. I think he mentioned the amount of pressures there on the Ravens. The Detroit Lions had like 21 or something like that.
Yeah, no, the line. Yeah, 18, I think.
Lamar Jackson had 300 yards.
Yeah.
There was a play yesterday where Jordan Love had a bounce out of the pocket, went all the way to like the right side of the field just to throw it to a guy who had 1 catch on the season. He made by the way, I don't want to discount Jordan Love too. I hate having to say this every week, but it was the reality of the situation. When you go and like watch the film, or you take out the bias about it, that people want to like kill AG. Jordan Love was spinning that motherfucker yesterday.
He was making some nice plays, but like I said, man, anybody in the NFL could do that if they have 6 seconds every drop back. If there's nobody within a yard of them. If they're standing back there, reading the paper, drinking a coffee, taking a shit, and then going through 5 reads on the field and getting to their 5th progression every single time they drop back. Any quarterback in the NFL would look good doing that. The Lions' defensive line was absolutely fucking putrid yesterday. Disgustingly, woefully pitiful. They need to get pressure. They need to. And you can't send 8 guys every time.
Nope.
They need to get home without blitzing. And they fucking sucked last night. It was bad. It was hard to watch. Their defensive line did absolute jack shit. The only time you heard Aiden Hutchinson's name is when he stopped that 2-point conversion.
Fuck it. No, I mean, this shit. I wanted to like do shit segmentally, but like, no. Let's get into it because I was ridiculed for wanting to make a move at the deadline.
Yeah.
I was ridiculed for wanting a piece in the secondary. But yeah, people still want to come to me and tell me fire AG. What are you expecting going into these games? Like you should have known that was going to happen to this defense. That's why when people are like, "Whoa, defend the Glenn now," brother, I expected fucking jack shit to happen.
Yeah.
By the way, only 3 touchdowns let up despite the 3 turnovers yesterday too.
And John Hughes in the Woodward Sports chat, he says, so maybe it's the scheme. Aiden Hutchinson lined up inside. Aiden Hutchinson lined up outside.
He stunted.
Aiden Hutchinson stunted. Aiden Hutchinson delayed blitzed. He did everything and still couldn't get there. It is lack of personnel. It is lack of somebody on this team that can win a one-on-one matchup other than Aiden Hutchinson. It is terrible to watch these guys try to rush the passer. It is mind-numbing. It is awful. They need to get better. If they play like this, they will not win a game in the playoffs. You will not win a game in the playoffs if you don't sack the quarterback and you consistently turn the ball over. It will never happen.
Play the video, the first one, Chris. We're just going to jump into it. We're all over the place. This is fucking...
The Hutch one or the other one?
Yeah, because I saw all the comments already.
Sappy Johnson,
Hutch getting
soft zone D sucks. You can't run man if you can't get to the quarterback. You cannot play man coverage if you can't pressure the quarterback. You can't do it. You want those corners to sit out there 10 seconds in man coverage? Yeah, that's a great way to have success. You cannot play man coverage if you get no pressure on the quarterback.
He's gone one.
Fuck, man.
Don't read the comments. We got to do a segmented show, Smitty. We're all over the place.
Let's watch
cut clips of this shit. So you talked about the triple team for Aiden Hutchinson.
Jordan Love
absolutely true.
The rookie.
This guy is getting triple teamed. Look at this shit. But I got some for it afterward, though, too. Brilliant game plan, by the way, too, for the Green Bay Packers.
Then they
so
pull
one,
the center, Josh
you can get the rookie tight end here.
And after he gets done with
then you're going to get the center who pulled on a passing play
after AJ Dillon
to go and guard Hutch there. And then on top of that,
AJ Dillon.
Here comes
They were
AJ
not
Dillon.
going to let Hutch.
Now I'm good on this one, Chris, because
this offense
my guy
so that
Jordan Love still got all
can
day
make
to throw
this
it there.
sidearm
And what's he
throw
do?
to Malik
Fucking nasty,
his
filthy
second
sidearm
catch
throw.
of the season.
Don't discount
That's
Jordan Love yesterday.
Great game plan.
He was balling yesterday. That sidearm
watch
was
the
built.
meticulous
Can you do the
game
other one
plan
of
by the Packers
another
on
elite
short
edge
week.
defender? You guys want to talk about the difference of like Aiden Hutchinson and we want him to connect there to finally be like a top tier edge defender? What do we want at the deadline, Spinny?
I wanted Chase Young.
I wanted Chase Young.
Yeah.
I wanted Chase Young.
I wanted Chase Young.
We needed another fucking piece here.
Yeah.
Well, and to be honest with you, before then, I mean, me wanting another piece in defensive line started even before the fucking deadline. When we wanted a guy named Jalen Carter.
Yeah, we
put
did.
it up, Chris. Go ahead.
The Dallas one?
Yeah. Because here's an example.
Week to week, I love to see how teams
so another
game
career
plan
edge
Micah
rusher,
Parsons.
and
They
Michael
know
Parsons
he's
on
the
the left
MVP,
here.
so the tackle
Okay,
comes over.
one blocker.
The running back comes
two
over.
blocker.
And then the guard
A guard's on
comes
his way
over.
for a
And
third
here
one
comes
too.
Hankins
But guess
free
what?
to take
Somebody
down
else beat that one-on-one matchup.
Like, can you
And
get
Sam
more
Howell couldn't go
attention to
nowhere.
this?
And what ended up happening?
Three guys.
He got
are assigned
sacked.
to Micah Parsons
He went
right now.
down.
All right, Howell has to leave.
You
the
want to continue this
pocket,
conversation?
make a play
You
on
go
the
and
run.
cut this video, Chris.
Now
There's
you
been
get
another
him in the
graphic from Chase Young, the guy who specifically I want to hear in Detroit. Can we put up the numbers for San Fran? How many sacks the San Francisco 49ers have gotten since adding Chase Young to their defense?
15.
15 fucking sacks!
In 3 games.
And they made the trade on a bye week.
Man, I'm glad we kept that 3rd round pick.
Winning the Super Bowl off the vibes, huh?
Sure gonna fuck up our future by not having that 3rd round pick. That's gonna ruin everything.
But wait, there's more. There's more. What'd they give up for him?
A 3rd round pick, a conditional.
A conditional third round pick,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. We had 2 third round picks in this year's draft, right?
Yeah, we did.
A total of 11 snaps. And I like the Hendon Hooker pick. But Broderick Martin has played 11 fucking snaps.
Mm-hmm.
You're holding on to that. That's the product value of the 3rd round pick that you want to cling on to versus give your fucking star talent Aiden Hutchinson another piece so we can go out there and fucking ball. Because the other thing too, I don't give a fuck at this point. And I'm sorry for swearing so goddamn much, but this was the year. This was the year.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to break it to you guys. Ben Johnson's leaving.
Yes.
Jared Goff can't play outside the structure of a play. And you want to re-up him and pay him $50 million? I hope that's not going to happen now.
God.
But it can happen now.
Please, God, no.
We're going to be fucked if that happens.
Yes.
Royally fucked if that happens. And I promise you, I would bet my life. This thing, you might as well toss in the fucking garbage. You'll never see as a Detroit Lions fan, at least in the regime of Jared Goff getting paid that amount of money. This was the year. That's why I was so pissed that day. The numbers, the tape, what more do you fucking need?
Yeah.
We dropped the ball. And I'm not punting the season. Don't and I love it. I love you, Booner. You're the type to get all riled up about this, and we're close enough so we can have a conversation and say something back to me. If you're here, hop in the studio. I'd love to have a conversation with you. But this was the year, bud. This was the year. For all those reasons. I'm not punting the season. We're going to be in the playoffs still. We're going to win the division still. We better win the division still, by the way. Because, fuck. Again, look at the rest of the schedule. And I'm hoping Jared Goff can snap out of this. And I'm pretty confident he will. I just don't expect it to be much more in the playoffs against good teams. Because one thing about Green Bay, that's a talented defensive front. I apologize. And they're even missing Devondre Campbell still.
Yeah.
But they got some players on that defense.
And they were missing their whole secondary.
Imagine facing the 49ers dealing with that same situation. But having stopped their
49ers
offense.
or the Eagles?
Yeah, dude. We fucked up.
Oh, my God.
I still love Brad. I'm going to have to write it out now and give him his opportunity to prove me wrong. But if we re-up Goff, listen, I was hurt that day for a reason. Because I had faith in that guy. And my faith was crushed a bit. And it's one game. I understand. But it's not.
It's 2 games.
Thank you. And then you want to talk about, okay, it was just 2 games, whatever. Baltimore happened.
Yep.
There's a pick 6 in that Seattle game.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts. It's sometimes it's a bad game. Sometimes it's a bad sign. This is a bad sign. The Detroit Lions, somewhat frauds.
Yeah, they're not as bad as the Vikings were last year. Like I'm not going to say they're as big of frauds as the Vikings were last year, because that was probably the most fraudulent team I've ever seen. But I can't see this team beating a good team, like a Super Bowl contending team. No. Can't see him beating Dallas. Can't see him beating San Francisco. Can't see him beating Philly. It sucks. It sucks, man. But that's what happens. They're still building. Like I said, if you really thought you were a Super Bowl contender, if you're Brett Holmes, you thought you were a Super Bowl contender, you go after a big name free agent at the trade deadline. That's what happened. But they got Donovan Peoples-Jones. All those explosive catches he's making. Love that.
Andrew Jones. Guess who sacked off last week? Montez Sweat. Another guy was on the trade deadline. Although I'm not too fond of second-round pick, but it was for whatever. Tell us about Lady Jane's. I gotta call him down.
Lady Jane's. Come to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and register to win a trip of your dreams and all expenses paid suite in the 2024 NCAA tournament. That's right, no expenses spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Wicked awesome.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Feldman is the #1 Chevy dealer of Metro Detroit. They got 18 locations. There's one in your backyard. I say Metro Detroit, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer. Guys, there's one in your backyard. Visit feldmanauto.com to find the closest one to you. There's 18 across the beautiful state of Michigan. There's one right in your backyard. Also, check out Woodward Sports live every other Monday at Feldman and Novi.
Check it out.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. We're just going. We're just rolling. I have no problem with it. Make sure you guys hit the like button, 5-star if you know our podcast platforms. Appreciate you guys for checking in with us after your holidays. Hope you guys had a good one with your families. Hope you were able to get over the game of us losing. I understand the schedule is it's fairly easy.
Big Daddy Buttman in the Woodward Sports chat.
Nice.
You know, it's a great name. He says, we are not winning the division. Minnesota will beat the Bears. We cannot handle a mobile quarterback, Dobbs. We can't get a pass rush on it. So Addison, Jefferson, and Hawkinson will tear us up. Goff cannot handle rush. I still think they're going to win the division. I do. I have faith they'll win the division as long as they don't turn the ball over. You can't. You can't with this quarterback. You can't with this team. You can't survive turnovers like that because that throws your whole game plan out of whack. You want to run the ball. You want to establish the run, establish the play action. And when you're down 21-6 in the first quarter, you can't do that. You got to drop back and throw the ball. And when you drop back and throw the ball, Jared Goff shits his pants.
And then I want to jump to like a little bit of other conversation too. Obviously, we talked about wanting to get Aiden Hutchinson help. I think that's fucking clear as day. This felt like the year you're going to do something. Turns out, we just had to wait and find out.
And did you hear what Dan Campbell said about it?
No, what did he say?
About them not adding a pass rush because the guys that we have here got it done before.
Yeah.
So he's confident they'll do it again.
Yeah, no.
The vibes, brother. Hey, you know, we might have 1 sack in like 3 weeks and, you know, we might be turning the ball over left and right 6 times in 2 games and making Jordan Love look like an all-pro because nobody can get near him, but at least our locker room is great. At least those guys, you know, they'll take your daughter out for dinner and they'll have her home by 11 o'clock. No Josh Giddey.
Win the Super Bowl vibe.
Just like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck about vibes. I don't give a shit about the locker room strength. I want dogs. I want guys that'll go in there, that'll win on one-on-one, that'll rip the quarterback's fucking head off. We don't have any of those guys. Not a single one. Maybe Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah.
We need guys that are mean. We need guys that are angry. We need guys that might not be the best in the locker room, but get the fucking job done.
It's part of winning. By the way, too, we mentioned at the deadline, but I don't know why it has to be, you know, brought up again, but the teams that are contending, the teams that are like historically in the race for the past decade, guess what they did at the deadline? They made moves. They made moves to better their team. But no, we were the team that sat put because we were good. We didn't need any improvements.
Yeah. What was once the flame, the igniter of my hype for the Lions season was that Dan Campbell post win in the locker room speech. I believe it was against Green Bay, unironically, where he said we got the right group of guys in this locker room. I promise you will go far. I promise you will get to where we want to get to. And I get that a coach is supposed to say that or say things along those lines to an extent. But that was immediately what I thought of when I was watching this game. Because when I was watching this game, I was like, Dan Campbell was wrong. We do not have the guys we need to get to where we want to get to. No. Not at this point.
We don't, man. And in the defense, like you're surviving when you're getting the turnovers, but the turnovers they haven't come. They've been haven't been there. We're not even getting enough pressure to like force these quarterbacks into rough throws. It's been awful. And one thing I want to say too. Again, I already said it already, but like at some point we have to credit the other guys across from us too. Like Jordan Love had a hell of a game. I mean, can you play the tapes we had of some of the throws he made? Because the people were talking about lack of adjustments from AG. Nobody moved from zone to man. They moved from zone to man. When they got the man, the Christian Watson touchdown, the one after the fake punt, the stupid fucking fake punt.
Yeah.
That was a man coverage situation. Mm-hmm. And it was a man down. All right, we got cooked. But look at this shit, man. You want to blame AG? They need bodies. I've been asking for bodies.
Your own
Nobody anywhere near him.
About just how effortless
look at this catch.
these throws are. Like
there's a man right there, is it not?
Across
is that AG's fault that he couldn't make a play on the ball right there? That's on AG.
He doesn't
Weird.
really like it. I don't even know
felt
how
like somebody was there. Oh, look how he escaped the pocket like Jared Goff can't.
One catch all year, and he makes this throw across the field.
Is there a man right there?
There is.
And then this
That's wild,
throw,
man. I could have swore the scheme had these guys wide the fuck open.
Jordan Love play and make
it's never the fucking. I don't want to cost you town because I love this team.
For like 16
and I'm unfortunate to have them
or 18.
That's the man coverage. Man down if that's the case.
One perfect throw.
There's somebody there. There's a body there.
Ease from every angle.
It just happens to be getting fucking cooked alive. Oh, he plays the soft zone coverage. Oh, he did switch it up. Do you watch the fucking game or you talk out of your ass? Which one is it? Smitty, I know you got fired up too.
It's embarrassing. And I saw Wilson in the Woodward Sports Chat. These young fellas are lost. They haven't seen bad football. I watched 0-16. It doesn't get worse than that. I saw that. I experienced that. Don't tell me I haven't watched fucking bad football because I'm not 60 years old. There are different standards to this. If you want to say the Lions are contenders, if you want the Lions to be contenders, if you think they're going to go to the Super Bowl, they have to be held to higher standards. This isn't the trash Lions anymore. It's not okay because we only lost by a score and we turned the ball over 6 times in 2 weeks. You have to play your best football every single fucking week in this league. This is the NFL. You can't have off days. You can't not show up. Because the other guys, like Neil says, drive Mercedes too. And they'll come here and they'll kick your ass. So don't tell me I haven't seen bad football. I watched 0-16. This isn't a bad football team. They played like shit the past 2 weeks. And it's tough. It sucks. Because we thought they were past that. Because we hold them to a higher standard. Because now they are a good football team. And they can't do shit like this. You cannot do that. Multiple games in a season. This is the 3rd game now this season where they've looked lost. They got lucky to sneak out Chicago. Absolutely destroyed by a good team in Baltimore. And lost to a 4-6 Packers team with 5 of their best 6 players injured.
It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Again, I think this is going to make the playoffs. I don't have no doubt in that. But these are the things that built up from. The reason why I'm so passionate, 1, I'm a Detroit Lions fan at the end of the day. 2, ridicule for these same criticisms the entire fucking season. Being told to shut the fuck up so you could suck dick in peace. Because nothing's wrong. Everything's great. Everything's awesome. Aiden's top 10. This defense is top 10. They don't need any other pieces. We're riding out the vibes. You want to sacrifice our future? But our future sacrifice the man Ben Johnson walks out of that fucking door. Our future sacrifice to man, you fucking signed the contract to pay Jared Goff $50 million, and he can't do anything outside the structure of play. And you're a fucking genius calling plays. Who's gonna leave and become a head coach somewhere? The future is sacrifice. Go all in while you can. That's why I'm pissed off. I want this fucking defense. I want somebody on the defensive line since the fucking draft. I was ridiculed for wanting Jalen Carter. Now we get to watch Jalen Carter on fucking national television because the Eagles are good.
Yeah.
By the way, they got a tough schedule. And these are words I said. They got a tough schedule. Detroit Lions cover that number 1 seed, baby. No, they went to the Arrowhead, beat the Chiefs fully healthy.
Yeah.
Chris Jones and Travis Kelce were out there. Beat them boys. And it wasn't pretty either. It wasn't like they did it like immaculately. They just had enough bodies, enough tough motherfuckers to get the job done. You need tough motherfuckers to get the job done. That's the reality of the situation. This shit about Chase. Oh, well, coach said he didn't like to finish plays. Oh, he did. Can you put it up one more time, Chris? 15 fucking sacks in 3 games since the arrival of Chase Young.
That's pretty good.
Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, I apologize, was having a bit of a quiet season. Matter of fact, he had 5.5 sacks as well as Hutchinson heading into this week.
Yep.
Had 2 of them things yesterday. This defense needs talent. I don't want to hear the fire AG stuff. I don't want to hear the schematic stuff. You're not watching the fucking game if you don't think the schematics are changing. Shout out to one funky Lions fan who put in the chat only 100 yards in the second half of the game. You wonder why? Adjustments were made. You saw Aiden Hutchinson on the left. You saw Aiden Hutchinson on the left, right. You saw him on the inside. You saw him through stunts. Shut the fuck up and like just stop talking out of your ass and watch the game. Please. You just want one single person to point at.
Everybody in the chat saying Ben Johnson is overrated.
That is wild.
Just ridiculous.
He is. Did you not watch Jared Goff yesterday? Like, he provide that man's career.
You're right. I'm sorry. Ben Johnson's calling up the interception plays. He's calling up Jared Goff to fumble the ball 3 times. He's calling up Jared Goff to throw 3 interceptions in a game. I forgot those are the plays he's calling. So he should be blamed for it. You're right. Sorry. Tell us about Fairway.
Fairway Pack Company. For all you meat riders, they got the best in the business. For over 6 years, providing Michigan's finest hotels, restaurants, and casinos with prime Wagyu beef, dry aged beef, and more. Give them a call at 313-332-5114. That's 5114. Or visit fairwaypacking.com.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel. How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Like to win a $100,000 Vegas getaway. Take your closest friends. You can by taking your closest friends and living up with Syntron Energy. It's the Syntron Energy. Drink it and live it. All you have to do is purchase a 24-pack to win. You can do that at drinksyntron.com/Vegas and buy Syntron at your local Meijer store. It is Syntron, the healthier energy drink with great taste for the people who desire to look good, feel good, and be the best versions of themselves. Go to drinksyntron.com/Vegas for more information.
Buongiorno. Welcome back to the World Heavyweights Live on Sports.com. I'm Eazy. I spin more racks. Young Chris, JB Smooth. Smash that like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Share the stream. What kind's going in, man? Ryan Lentz, cool Syntron commercial. Who made it? Some chick named Ryan Lentz. I'm just kidding. Ryan Lentz is a GOAT. You guys ever see those thumbnails? That's who did it.
Yeah.
If this ever dissipates and goes away, and you want something sweet for a business or something cool going on, remember the name.
Ryan Lentz makes great content.
Remember the name. This is I'm not gonna go there. But yeah,
R.I.P. Lucas.
Oh man, too early, too soon.
Damn.
That's pretty much it, guys.
Good
So
one.
I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm just kidding.
Well, that'll do it.
Well,
I guess to talk about the Ben Johnson stuff, I don't know why that's a thing we're talking about. Like Spinny mentioned before break, he's calling up a huddle. And he's drawing up these fumbles.
Mm-hmm. Obviously.
Like I don't.
And obviously he just wants to throw out the half of the playbook that this team does great, which is run the ball and play action pass. Obviously that's the game plan going into these games. Ben Johnson's game plan is Jared Goff, you're going to fumble the ball twice. We're going to get down 21-6 in the first quarter, so we can't run the ball anymore. Because even though we run the ball very well, and that's what we do best, I think we really should just get down so we're forced to throw the ball repeatedly. I think that's a recipe for success. That actually was Ben Johnson's game plan. It was leaked. So, yeah.
It's all in the script.
The script broke down. Ben Johnson actually had a couple fumbles in there, a couple interceptions from last week. And I want to get in front of this right now too. Like, there will be bounce back games because of Ben Johnson, because of the fantastic offensive line, the one that many consider the best unit in the league. Jared Goff himself. Matter of fact, and for the people who, if you're crazy enough to like not have any blame on Jared Goff in this one, do we have the video for Jared Goff himself, Chris?
Yes, we do.
Let's play that one.
Yes, the turnovers in the first half have certainly been the problem the last two games that have put us behind, and subsequently part of the reason we lost today. And yes, the efficiency and how well we'd like to play on offense can certainly go up, and the last two games is not to our standard. Absolutely.
Turnovers cause you games. I scream word Dan Campbell's too. He's talking about, we can't turn the ball over when you get more takeaways. One key contributor in every single win, every single Detroit Lions win. Turnover, takeaway, I should say. Turnover when we give it up. Takeaways. In every single one. We haven't been getting those lately either.
Yeah, and again, Flick's Story Entertainment. They're Ben Johnson fanboys. Never blame him. What are you blaming on Ben Johnson? Please explain to me what you're blaming on Ben Johnson. Yeah. Is he telling them to turn the ball over 6 times in 2 games? Is he telling Jared Goff to flutters 20 yards away from any receiver, throw the ball at people's feet, take off and run, and then just drop it when you get touched? Are those the play calls that he's putting out there? Like, I'm sorry if that's what you think. I don't understand. I don't fucking understand.
Can you put the throw up one more time? Jared Goff's with Jameson and Williams.
Yeah.
Screaming down the field.
Missile.
Shout out to Ben Johnson for drawing up this beauty. For drawing that one up.
Yeah. Wide open down the sideline.
It's a fucking beauty, mate. Yeah? Fucking sick, right? Yeah. I don't understand how you can blame Ben Johnson. That's crazy to me. If there's comments, you guys will roll them in. About the Ben Johnson stuff, I'll read them. Steve Wilds, I think you're an absolute idiot. But happy holidays to you and your family. I think if you the shit you're saying, I just think you're stupid as all hell. You get to watch the plays we just had up there. Can you put them up one more time, Chris? Maybe Steve missed this. Anybody like repeating Steve's comments too? Maybe missed these ones of a Jordan Love making these throws to defenders in the fucking area who just got beat. What do we want AG to fucking?
He should be out there himself. He's got to be out there himself covering guys.
He was a Pro Bowler.
Yeah,
he was a Pro Bowler in his day. I think we should get some compound B maybe. Shoot these guys up with
3 throws.
Shot the fire AG for
right here.
For not
this one down the middle of the field.
I don't know what the fuck you want to do in this situation.
Make up your own conclusion.
Like what do we
about
want?
just how effortless these throws
are. Is there not a man there?
Like this throw.
What do you want AG to do in these situations?
Being chased by the Lions right here.
And again,
he doesn't really like it.
Justin Fields even last week. Like these guys had good games.
Came in with one all year.
He
makes this throw across the field.
By the way, mobile.
An absolute
how you see how he moved out of his pocket, reset his pocket somewhere else.
I can't watch Jordan Love play and make these throws and not think about the ease
that looked like it was off the
Aaron
back
Rodgers
foot too.
For like 16 or 17 years, or 18, whatever it was. It's just one perfect throw.
With the San Francisco 49ers
absolute ease.
No secondary, no defense will look good if you cannot pressure the quarterback. That's 100% the bottom line. If you cannot get pressure on the quarterback, your defense will be bad. Your secondary will look bad. as long as those guys are out there trying to stay attached to receivers for 6, 7, 8 seconds, it's not going to work out. But, you know, we got the vibes on the defensive line. Those vibes will get the quarterback on the ground.
I'm not going to read this one out loud, but it's a funny comment by Bucky McBadbat. AG says, I don't want to disrespect.
He said AG Zesty, him and Deuce couldn't stop flirting on Hard Knocks.
Where's my hug? I dropped my prep. What the hell were we supposed to be talking about originally? What do you think of the fourth down, the punt call?
I didn't like it. I understand, like, that's the Dan Campbell way. You know, he did the same thing against the Chiefs. He got it. That was a big play. But 4th and 7, in your own territory, the defense is stepping up in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's the spot to go for it. But, you know, he's gonna do what he does, and can't hate him for it.
It's part of Dan Campbell.
It's part of the roller coaster ride. But
that's why I chalked it up too. He told us wear diapers.
If you're gonna do it,
offense.
Maybe throw it. Jack Fox has a good arm.
Yeah.
He can drop a dot out there.
That's a great point.
Maybe not give it to Jalen Reeves-Maybin and say go get 7 yards on the ground.
Yeah. On a play that's already on tape.
Yeah.
Because it's not cute anymore. It's expected. 1 of 5 yesterday on 4th down too. By the way, for the Detroit Lions. Like if we were gonna do it, I'd rather it be with the actual offense out there. Like look at what David Montgomery. David Montgomery. I don't know if a lot of people noticed he went down with that ankle injury. I don't think we saw him back since either.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the update is on that one. Hoping he's all right. But we gave the ball to him and he ran for 5 yards against the Chargers defense that ranks above the Green Bay Packers in the run defense. I'd rather you've done that, but I'm not here to crucify Dan Campbell. Just as I expected the defense to bend but don't break. That's what I expect when it comes to Dan Campbell. When it comes to these 4th down play calls too, like it's going to happen.
I would have liked to see them punt the ball. I will say that. I would have liked to see them punt the ball, but that's Dan. It's Dan. He lives and dies by it.
Yeah. And so people say I can't point to like a pick 6 in the difference in the Seattle game or like the other Seattle game were happening as well. That fumble, the scoop and score, take away that 7 points, tie game.
Yeah.
29-22 was the score if I'm not mistaken, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just can't turn the ball over like that.
No, you can't. The 2 things in this league you can't do are turn the ball over and not get pressure on the quarterback. And the Lions in the past 2 games have turned the ball over and haven't got pressure on the quarterback. And you won't win in the NFL doing that. I don't care if you're playing a 4-6 Packers team with 5 of its best 6 players missing, or if you're playing the Dallas Cowboys. God, the Dallas game, bro. I'm looking forward to that.
I know.
Deron Bland, he's got 5 touchdowns already this year. We know what that.
That's me. What I thought too when I saw that pick 6, the record-breaking pick 6. I was like, oh, the golf was fucked.
Now they're off. We know about their defensive line. Dak's playing great.
They're tough.
If we can't get to Dak in that game, he's gonna go for 400 yards.
Yeah. Yep. By the way, too, I mean that's like it's our healthy secondary, and like to Brad Holmes' point, he did try bringing in Emmanuel Mosley a little bit of a discount or like a prove it year, and I CJ GJ as well. You can't foreshadow those guys getting hurt. But you still have time to make a move at the deadline.
Again, I still think they're going to win the division. They're definitely still going to make the playoffs. But they won't beat a good team playing like they have the past 2 weeks.
Chris, I know what were you about to say?
Yeah. I just, when it comes to this team, like, I am losing confidence in them game by game against the high-level teams. It started with this season, like, okay, if the circumstances are right, this team can beat almost anybody. And now it's like the circumstances have to be right to win against upper tier teams, I'll say, not even top tier. And that's where I'm at with this team, because you just, like Spencer said, you can't turn the ball over and you can't not get pressure on the quarterback. Like, this game was won and lost in the trenches. This game was won and lost in the trenches between the Packers and the Lions. Like, the Packers were able to pressure Jared Goff, and the Lions defensive line was not able to pressure Jordan Love. That is what happened. The run game wasn't there. It's just it's incredibly frustrating, and in the long term it's concerning for the playoffs, because all I want this season, at the beginning I said, all that would be a success to me is getting that first playoff win, getting that monkey off your back, so to speak. Like, doing that would be huge for this franchise and for this city. And now it looks like, it's not impossible, but how confident are you that that's happening?
Yeah, I think definitely you wish and hope and pray that Bruce Irvin gives you some form of life. I know, man.
You can do it.
I know. What else am I supposed to say, bro? What do you want me to say?
No, you hope and pray that James Houston is
Mm.
back next week. Like,
and CJDJ
Jesus
comes back.
Christ, James Houston. Need him back. Because James Houston will win one-on-one matchups.
Yeah.
James Houston will take some of the edge off, or take some of that pressure off of Aiden Hutchinson. So, you need him back. Because I've, no offense to Bruce Irvin, but I have no expectation for him at all.
I just have more than I do Charles Harris at this point. And I guess when it comes to, like, if you guys want to have a conversation about, like, winning the division, before we go to break here. Actually, let's hold this one because we have to go to break. We'll come back. Chris, I know you got something to say too. We'll chop it up during the break. What do I have to read about? I lost my sheet.
Let me tell you about Hamlin Pub. Have you ever wanted a bar where you're a regular? We have just the place for you. Head to one of Hamlin Pub's 7 locations and experience where everyone's a regular. They got half-off pizza on Tuesdays. They got drinks and food specials for every NFL game and all Michigan sports games. So experience your new favorite pub for all things sports. It's Hamlin Pub.
Jeff Iafrady, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
Bullseye Event Group is where you guys need to go for the tickets for all you can eat, all you can drink, and free start of the home games. Only 2 more home games left, so make sure you guys visit bullseyeeventgroup.com. Get your tickets. Again, all you can eat from a 5-star chef. All you can drink and a ride to the game afterwards. bullseyeeventgroup.com.
Check it out.
What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever Waits Live with Sports.com. I'm Eazy, Stimo Rex, Young Chris, JB Smooth. Is it really only 38 likes right now? Is that real?
I think so, yeah.
Guys, come on. What are we doing? I'm thankful for you. I just gotta hit a like button. Dang. 2 things I want to talk about. One, bringing an idea from Chris, bringing it back up, just because I got asked that today too. By the way, when I was going back and forth, a few people on Twitter like, where do I rank off now, following like these past 2 games? I told them tune into the show to find out. So we will do that too. But the other thing I wanted to ask Benny, and we kind of talked about a little bit, but are you still fully confident they're winning this division?
Yes.
I'm looking at the Vikings schedule. Let me read you off the rest of the games for these guys. They got the Bears at home. They got the Raiders. They got the Bengals. No more quarterback for the Bengals now too. They got us. They got the Packers. And then us again.
I'm still pretty confident that the Lions are going to win this division. I think they can beat these teams. I don't expect Jared Goff to turn the ball over 3 times every game. I know it's happened the past 2 games, but going forward, I'm not expecting Jared Goff to turn the ball over 3 times. So even without getting to the passer at all, I think they should be able to win some of these games. I do expect them to win the division still.
JB, are you nervous at all about the Minnesota Vikings or the Packers?
No, not really. I mean, they'll still end up winning this division, but as far as like the big SB Super Bowl aspects, I think that's kind of like in jeopardy, or at least I would be worried about it as of right now, especially if this defense can't improve and Goff can't stop doing these, stupid mistakes that he's having on offense. So it's concerning, but NFC North is definitely ours still, regardless.
Yeah. Looking at the rankings right now too. It's so we're number one obviously at 8-3. Minnesota Vikings really only 2 games behind us at 6-5.
Mm-hmm.
They have. I think we split that. If I'm being honest with you, I've been saying that for a while now too. It's not anything new based off like new information. I think the Vikings are they're gonna be a little bit scared. Do you know Hunter is like one of the league's leading sackers? It came weird. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Leading pass rushers. And then I think the weapons they have, like they've been doing like work without Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson's gonna come back. You have a mobile quarterback who evade the pocket, reset the pocket. They have Jordan Addison,
Astronaut,
Powell, and T.J. Hockenson.
Yeah.
They do. I'm not. Listen, I don't think the Packers are gonna do it. But the Vikings are probably the only one I'm scared of, because the Packers still got to face Kansas City, and they're like 3 games behind at this point. And we have a split with them as well. The Vikings are the only ones where I can see them catching up. But
I think the Lions will be able to. Like I said, man, Jared Goff's not going to turn the ball over 3 times every game. He can't. He literally can't.
I mean,
he can't.
He just back to back now.
He fucking can't. I don't care. I won't let him. And so I'm still pretty confident they're going to win the division.
All right. So let me get the Lions schedule. Because next week's in New Orleans, which is a tough place to play.
Yeah, but they should win that game.
Still pretty solid in that one.
Yeah, that about the Packers, too.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
You ready to get nervous now? You watch the Ducks? Jared Goff's Ducks?
Yeah.
So against the Bears, that one's on the road.
I think they'll...
In the cold.
I think they'll win that game.
Where obviously Justin Fields has his defense's number a little bit there.
They're going to run the ball a lot.
Lions.
As long as they don't turn the ball over 3 times. Like I said, they should win both of those games unless they turn the ball over.
I think that could be the cure to these problems, these issues. Is there's a couple times in Tom Brady's career, and he's the GOAT, by the way, where he only threw the ball like 12 times in a game and walked out with a W. Because Bill Belichick wasn't scared to go forward with that game plan. I think with as dominant as a front as we have, especially when it comes to like running the ball, like Kobe Sorsdale, I can see him getting worked in the passing game all day. He got benched yesterday for that very reason. But in the run game, I feel like he could bring something there for you too. The offensive line loves running the football for that reason.
Yes.
Let's have a game
where we don't turn the ball over.
Yes. And who turns the ball over more than anyone? It's Jared Goff. He touches the ball more than anyone, and it does make sense, yes, but that's what he does. Since 2018, I'm pretty sure he's like second in the league, if not first, in turnovers.
No, he's second. He's behind Josh
Allen.
Allen. I'm salty. Says if Goff has 3 turnovers next week, I'm benching him.
But for who, bro?
I don't want to see
Teddy can reset pockets, I guess.
Teddy Two Gloves. I don't want to see him out there. Yeah. We're not benching Goff.
But
we should beat. We not blowing New Orleans out, so Chief got. We should beat New Orleans comfortably.
Bro, I don't know,
if we do not turn the ball over.
I don't know, bro.
Because then you can get the run game going. Then we can see what the Lions have looked like for the majority of this year. When the team looks good, it's when they establish the run and their offense builds off of that. When you turn the ball over and you get into a hole, you can't establish the run. And then Goff turns into Stuart Little back there.
I got some news for the Gobblers. So Jared Goff was drafted in 2017.
Yeah.
Who has the most turnovers in the league since 2017?
Josh Allen.
Jared Goff.
When was Josh Allen drafted?
I think he was drafted the following year, in 2018. You want to know who has the most turnovers since 2018? Since Josh Allen?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. You want to know the difference?
3.
4.
4.
Josh Allen, the guy that... I mean, I'm not going to put all you in that. That's more so a Neil thing. By the way, I thought the Neil thing was a gimmick to, like... get some of the Gobblers on his side until today. He was like defending
he was.
That was wild. I thought to say something like I would take Jared Goff over Josh Allen and Justin Herbert. I'm like, this guy's got to be fucking around. This is a gimmick, right? He doubled down today.
Yeah.
That man don't know ball. I love you, Neil, but what the fuck are we doing? That is crazy. Is it stubbornness? You think he believes that shit, Chris? I
think it's the stubbornness. I can't. There's nothing you can say that would defend Goff the past 2 games. There's nothing.
Since he entered the league, the most turnovers.
But let's keep going on what are we talking about?
The division? Winning the division?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Detroit Lions, I am a little bit nervous because I I thought this could be a trap game to begin the week last week against the Green Bay Packers. I thought there's a lot of motion and energy taken out of it. By the way, 3 games and 11 games, too, for like the defense and everybody else on the roster. That's a lot of games to go through at the NFL level. 3 games, 11 days, that's rough. But we have a week's rest. We're going to New Orleans. I don't think New Orleans is easy out. I don't think that's necessarily a blowout. I think they have a good enough defense to make things a little bit challenging for us up front. I just hope we run the ball consistently enough. And it's also the same regime that Dan Campbell and Aaron Glenn peeled off from. Matter of fact, their head coach was AG's defensive coordinator when he was their freaking secondary guy.
Yeah.
They kind of have like one up on us in that one. Another situation like that following the Bears game, which we're playing
I think
outside.
you called that an L before the season started.
I think I did too. I remember the Broncos I called an L, but I switched it up. But that's another one that Broncos look a little bit better than they did to begin the season.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to that one. I do think
and they're forcing turnovers.
I can't look at this schedule and be like, dub, 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 dub. But like if I were to, I don't even fucking know, bro. Don't forget the Cowboys. I do think beforehand, I'm like, the Lions still got the division no matter what. Regardless, we're good. We're Gucci. Then I look at the Vikings schedule and ours, and I don't fucking know anymore.
And
bro.
You look at these games.
The 2-game severance, and they could beat us.
So next week, we're playing the Saints, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Is Derek Carr back? I think it's still.
They're not really sure yet. I hope it's.
I'd rather have Derek Carr.
Yeah, I think I'd rather Derek Carr.
Because Jameis Winston, say what you want about him, absolutely no fear.
He can fuck it up.
No fear. And he can sling that bitch. So he can move around the pocket. He's not like athletic, like he's not a burner or anything, but he can move around the pocket and he has no fear in the face of pressure or anything. So he's going to let that thing fly. And then Josh Dobbs, we know, very good at buying time, creating space. It's impressive to see the way he moves around and makes things happen. Russell Wilson, we know, very good scrambler.
How are they still going to try Derek Carr out there after his season? That's fucking crazy.
And it's just...
That's wild to me.
Carr might be back. Carr is back. I'd rather see Derek Carr in there than Jameis Winston, honestly. Carr, at least, he can move in the pocket, but he gets a little rattled. Like you'll never rattle Jameis Winston's confidence. Derek Carr, you can rattle his confidence. He can move around the pocket too pretty well, but
yeah, pretty inconsistent though.
Yes.
I'd almost rather have if I'm like a Saints fan, I'd almost rather have Jameson Williams and utilize Chris Olave and some of this shit, or especially freaking
Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston. What I said, Jameson Williams.
You said Jameson Williams.
I always do that.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston. But utilize obviously Olave, and I think what's his name too? Rashid Shaheed, is that his name?
Rashid Shaheed, yeah.
A wild name to say.
Rashid Shaheed.
His number's 22 as well.
Shaheed.
It's like you know what we did with that number.
He's
22.
a burner, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a burner.
Jameis Winston with that guy, I would rather have that. I mean, obviously, the Detroit Lions got it up. I want them to play Derek Carr, but I'm not so.
I would rather
confident,
see Derek
bro.
Carr in there too.
Also, Detroit supremacy, brother. We see with the Vikings. You're not strict. You still owe me $327, bro. Golf had a bad game. You try switching up. You have a Woodward Sports badge next to your name.
Yeah. It's funny.
You're not tricking nobody.
This is a pretty good troll job from him, though. I'm not gonna lie.
It is.
He's putting more effort into this one, so I'll give him credit on that.
Whatever. I guess you unplugged your thing. Way to go. It's at by your hand. There you go. I'm saying it, and I don't care. Clip it, cut it, call me later on.
Goff using the force from somewhere, unplugging my mic. He's right there.
Fucking wish he ain't got no force. Otherwise, it would be foaming like damn ball. At least bouncing it back to our players if he did so. But I'm not as confident Detroit Lions win this division. Cut it, clip it. Fuck it. I'm not.
I'm still.
How, bro? Look at their schedule versus ours.
I know, but like I said, man, I'm not banking on Jared Goff having 3 turnovers every game. If he doesn't turn the ball over like this, they'll beat the teams they're supposed to beat. And the teams you're supposed to beat are New Orleans, is Chicago, is Minnesota. Like, you should beat those teams.
Minnesota's a tough out, bro.
It is a tough out.
Stop this. I can't.
But they can win those games.
You got the Cowboys, too.
They can win. They're not beating the Cowboys.
So, okay, let's do it this way, because Minnesota's 1 behind us. Or 2 behind us. In a world.
In a world
where they split. Let's just say they split. That's fair, right?
Yeah.
And they had a loss to the Cowboys. There's your 2. They don't have to beat us 2 times. And I'm still a little bit more nervous now about the Saints and the Broncos.
In a world where you must fight to survive.
And, bro.
He sold tortillas in the corner, and the mob wanted it. They're my tortillas.
I'm nervous about the Bears, too.
I don't know who this guy is, but I want him in his tortillas dead. You're nervous about the Bears. Yeah, I mean, you've been nervous all season, and it's definitely not helping these past 2 games. But like I said, man,
I'm calling it like I see it for the rest of the year. I don't care.
I'm not going into games like Jared Goff's going to turn the ball over 3 times. I know it's very possible.
Is Chicago December 10th?
Yeah, that's...
Have you watched him play outside?
That's not great.
He couldn't get it done early October in Baltimore.
Yeah, that's not great.
That's the Windy City.
Like I said, if we don't turn the ball over, we can just run the ball.
Justin Fields looks fucking immaculate.
Yeah.
And they're mad. They had the most embarrassing...
Yeah.
Listen, Jordan Love at the podium yesterday, he's like, yeah, we wanted this one back.
Hopefully Eberflus is still their coach.
I guess, man.
During that game.
To be fair, the Windy City could straighten this ball out.
That is true.
That's a great point.
That is a good point.
That is a great point.
Windy City keeps that one over the field a little bit more.
That is actually excellent point. Speak to us about Planet Fitness.
Let me tell you about Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and we mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work on their fitness goals. At Planet Fitness, you'll experience a squeaky clean gym that has tons of equipment, a full body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all this for just $10 a month, no commitment. No matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness close by, and there are more than 50 in Metro Detroit and thousands more throughout the world. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Savor the heart of home at Big Boy with our all-new down-home comfort dishes. Feast on home-style goodness with our Southern Comfort Chicken Bowl, veal parmigiana, and apple pie hotcakes. The down-home delight doesn't stop there. Potato pancakes are back. Dive into the richness of our perfectly crafted potatoes with our classic potato pancakes and our stuffed potato pancakes. Top off your meal with our new gingerbread shake, a seamless blend of creamy vanilla and sweet gingerbread flavors. Nothing beats the comforting taste of down-home cooking. Enjoy every bite, only at Big Boy.
When it comes to your pet, don't settle. Give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supplies, hands down Michigan's best pet store. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. 13 Metro Detroit locations. Over 60 brands of food. Lowest prices and curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best at www.premierpetsupply.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live at woodwardsports.com. I'm your boy Eazy. Join my guy Smooth Rex.
What up,
Chris,
though?
JB Smooth. Golf is a show for MMA Most Mid Award. Yeah?
Shooin'.
Sorry. How would you spell shooin'?
I think it's just shooin'.
Oh, I see. I messed that one up. Hit the like button, 5-star review on all podcast platforms. 50-50, 52%. Oh no. Unblock that man, get your money.
I voted for MVP because I always do the worst option whenever you put a poll up.
Thanks for having my back.
No problem.
Appreciate you very much on that one. Somebody asked me earlier today, this is where I rank golf following this.
Keys to wisdom. I really think this guy's a Broussard.
Golf would have won the game yesterday. Dan Campbell lost it. I do agree the fake punt kind of like did it in a little bit there. Is that fair?
Yeah, it wasn't a great decision, but
I mean, just pretend like golf was absolved from any criticism in that one. That's crazy. That's like wild boy shit. Is that what you're getting to?
It's just nut hugging, dick sucking shit.
Oh, for sure, slobbering. He's a troll though. I don't think he's a real. I don't think he means the things he says.
Yeah, he can't. You literally can't. If you say shit like that, you can't possibly mean it.
Guys, if I don't get... By the way, his name's Detroit Supremacy.
It's Viking Supremacy School in the chat right now.
You think it's him for real?
1,000%.
If not, I know he's on Twitter. I blocked him. I should have blocked him.
I guarantee that is him.
We got to harass him for my money.
He was in BD's chat today.
Okay, that's him for sure. Well, actually, I just clicked on the account, and he's subscribed to all Detroit fan stuff. He has an Amon-Ra highlight uploaded.
It's him. I'm telling you. It's funny. Like, tip the cap. Like, this is one of your best troll jobs so far. You actually put in a lot of work for it.
No. That guy drives me nuts.
It's funny.
It's not funny. Not a fan of it. Lions will not win a playoff game playing like this. I think you're right, Spinny.
Yeah. No. They won't. They will not be the playoff team playing the way they have the past 2 weeks. Not a chance. Not a chance. The only reason they won against the Bears is because it's the Bears. And the Bears fucking suck. You cannot win in the NFL if you don't get to the quarterback and you turn the ball over multiple times. Doesn't happen. It's the reason the Lions were the 1 out of 85 teams to win in a scenario like they did against the Bears. It's the reason why the Lions lost last night. Was number 1, they couldn't get pressure on the quarterback. And number 2, Jared Goff turned the ball over 3 times. Can't happen. Cannot happen. You don't have the fortitude as a team to do it. Nobody really does.
Yeah, no.
Nobody can survive that kind of scenario. If you have a Patrick Mahomes or something like that, it makes it a little easier because anything can happen at any time with a guy like that. But it's tough, man. The Bills have top-tier talent all over the place.
Yeah.
When Josh Allen's turning the ball over like he does every other game, they lose.
That's the thing is Josh Allen turns the ball over, but he gives you explosive plays. Like he has like the ability to bring you back into a game. I do think we have like a complete offense in terms of like Ben Johnson calling plays, offensive line, great running backs. But like when you're up against it, and we saw in the Thanksgiving game or in the game where they went to OT with the GNC Chiefs and they're kind of like going back and forth. They changed overtime rules because of it. Like Josh Allen has the ability to get you down there on 1 or 2 plays, and we've seen it done. It's not like I'm talking out of my ass here. We've literally seen Josh Allen do these things. Jared Goff doesn't have that. You saw a duck at halftime. Like that's what we're working with. We have to get down there methodically through Ben Johnson, who some people are trying to shit on for some reason. Makes 0 sense to me. It's
Chris, can you pin Bucky McBadbat's last comment?
I can.
It's a good one.
Goff don't even lift?
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's true.
A couple weeks ago we had a
this guy goes to the gym for a month talking about can't even
3 months, motherfucker.
Nah, I respect it. You put in the work.
Checked out recent numbers for the quarterbacks because the MVP award is just basically a quarterback award. You know who's up there now?
MVP?
Yeah.
Deron Bland.
No.
Number 1's probably Dak.
And that's
CJ Stroud.
Crazy.
He's playing well, man.
I'm gonna check the live numbers
they're playing. It's bad teams. He's roasting for sure, but dude's playing well.
That's the thing too. Once upon a time, I wanted to shit on the Cowboys because you look at the teams they've played. I don't think they've beaten any winning teams either. They've played all shit teams, all garbage teams, and they're destroying them. But we have 2, and we're at the point we're losing to them now. You know what I'm saying?
But that goes back to, is this just the flow of the season? Like, how much of this is flow? Not absolving everybody of blame, but there are low points in seasons. Teams go through 2-3 week rough patches, especially coming off a bye week. It's feasible. You kind of get knocked out of your rhythm. Like, how much of that is this with the Lions, and how much of it actually is a problem?
It's a problem, just because
it is a problem.
I feel like those rough patches happened in the beginning of the season, like we saw it last year with Detroit Lions, and then things smoothed out. You saw like a pretty consistent team from then on. With this situation, it started out hot, and every time they've been faced with either a team that's talented or a team that's above 500, there's been issues. I think it's a bad sign because I get that just the past 2 weeks, people want to just point to just the past 2 weeks, but you have the Baltimore Ravens game as an example. Of JG and the defense. Well, I'll couple them. We'll do both of them. And the offensive line game too, actually. But that's above 500 team, a Super Bowl caliber team. Fucking smashed you, embarrassed you. You have a situation where the Seahawks above 500 beat you at home. I partly blame. By the way, fuck the moon, and I love CJGJ, but fuck him for bringing around the ski mask again.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's part of it too. A little nasty curse. And like you said, you bitched about the uniforms. Cursed ass uniforms.
I just think they're stupid.
Well, let's not wear those again. Let's change some shit up. But no,
6 straight games they lost in Thanksgiving, I think, or 7.
I think if you're gonna have
it's 7.
The saying is you stumble out of the gate, not.
You stumble halfway through the season.
Yeah, it's just different. Man.
Again, I'm not going into every game like, okay, Jared Goff's going to turn the ball over 3 times like he has the past 2 weeks back to back. I don't think that's going to keep happening. So I can't
turn the ball over.
I can't factor that into the game plan. I have to expect we are going to get what we've gotten for a majority of the season rather than the past 2 weeks.
John Johnson. What did Ben Johnson do through in any wrinkles? The entire offense is made of wrinkles. That's what the offense is. That's why it's a brilliant offense. Come on.
It's like Dolly Parton. There's tons of wrinkles, but it's still looking nice.
Yeah. Wood.
Oh my god.
Beat the cobwebs off that.
Blow the dust off.
Do you think Jared Goff can regain the MVP shit? You think that's attainable?
What?
Jared Goff's MVP candidacy?
No.
Do you think he finishes top 5?
No.
JB?
Top 5?
Yeah.
7, 8? How about that? Does that work out a little bit better?
I guess so. I mean, I don't know. If Dak Prescott wins that, by the way, I can't find any odds on that. JB, can you find any live odds on MVP race for NFL MVP?
I mean, I can look for him.
Goff in the MVP race is like LeBron when he went to Miami. Not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8.
Well, no. See the difference there. LeBron at least got 2 of them, 3 of them.
Well, I'm saying that's Goff just sliding down the MVP stage.
Yeah.
Not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8.
I got it, Chris. That was a good one.
Thank you.
Do we have that video of Kirby Joseph though?
We do.
I haven't seen that yet.
All right, give me a second to put in the 3 cam for us.
Do you want to mute it, or you play with the sound too?
No, it's fine.
You want to do it?
Yeah, just mute it with the sound because it's got somebody talking all over it.
It's muted.
So apparently Kirby Joseph and CJ DJ had a little exchange. Dre Black tried to get between the 2 of them. Obviously, it worked, him getting between 2 of them. But Kirby, obviously, you can see he's still showing Dre Black. By the way, I think this is Rock Don who had the footage, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
I think you recorded from he was at the game yesterday and recorded it. I'm not making a big deal of this, man.
No. They're pissed.
Yeah.
Pissed. 2 guys that are vocal leaders, 2 guys that are very animated.
Yes.
Pissed because they're losing. That's what happens in football, bro. Me and you yell at each other at least once a week.
Exactly.
Like, that's what guys do.
These
guys
are like
guys.
the ultimate competitor. Like, I mean, their job is to compete.
Yeah.
This probably half the reason they're there, despite their athleticism, obviously that too. But like, you gotta have a little bit of dog in you to get there. Yeah. You're competing to even get to a spot in the NFL.
Like I said, those are 2 guys that are very vocal, very passionate human beings, and in the heat of battle, they're getting frustrated because they're losing, and that's what happens, man. There's
and CJ
nothing
to
read into about that.
Was voted the #1 trash talker.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he was coming coming at him correctly either with the criticism or advice he had.
Big M, where's AG when this is happening?
I can't.
He's probably coaching the game, man.
Jesus Christ, dude. What are we doing?
That's pretty funny. I hope you're joking with that.
I'm just chalking it up to like the race thing or something. I don't know what we're doing
Ken
here.
says Lions fans posting Hendon Hooker highlight tapes.
Look.
And yeah, I'm salty. Says we want nasty guys who want to win. I would like to see more of that on the sideline. I don't want guys over there laughing and smiling when you're down 29-6 at one point, or like 21-6 at one point.
23-6.
I don't want you to be happy on the sideline. I don't want you to be joking and smiling. I want you to be cussing people out. I want you to be yelling. Because guys know that it's nothing personal. Me and Neil just yelled at each other for 2 segments earlier on the show.
Yeah.
And we're dapping up and laughing after the show. Like, it's...
Well, Neil's crying, but...
It's not a personal thing. You're getting heated in the moment. Losing isn't fun. I would like to see more of that on the sideline. I'd like to see Hutch doing that. Hutch, go out there. You're the #2 draft pick. You're the guy. Go talk some shit to these guys and get mad at them. Why the fuck can't you win one-on-one matchups? Where the fuck are you guys? Why aren't you getting there? They're not soft. They're grown men. They know they need to be better. They're not going to take that shit personally. Stop being so fucking choir boy nice bullshit all the time and piss somebody off. Because guess what happens? When you're playing football, if you're pissed off, you're probably going to play harder. You're probably going to play better if you get a little pissed off. That's why that one dude from Jacksonville used to slap himself before every game. I got to get the blood in my mouth. I got to taste my own blood. Like, get mad. This shit's not fun.
It's called cortisol. Your body produces it when you're under stress.
Yeah.
And it can do amazing things with
cortisone. Let me tell you about Guardian Alarm. Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800-STAY OUT. That's 1-800-STAY OUT. And let them know Woodward Sports sends you.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Dispo Dispensary. We usually say there's like time left. Make sure you guys head over to Dispo Dispensary. They got the best stuff in the business. They're your local cannabis plug. There's 12 locations across the great state of Michigan. If you can't make it there, then make it to you with Dispo Dash. JB might be the one pulling up on you. Dispo over in Romeo is open till midnight. If you guys are dealing with this loss, that might help you a little bit. Just saying. Throw us a little Dispo, watch some Harold and Kumar. I feel like that gets the job done.
That definitely.
Cheer you back up.
Definitely.
Didn't we watch that last time anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great White Castle lead.
Yeah.
That one's great.
It's a great series, mate. Hit the like button, 5-star reviews on all podcast platforms. What the fuck were we talking about before break? I don't remember.
Getting mad.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no issue with that situation.
No, me either.
Chris?
About what?
Just Jerry Jake, Kirby Joseph. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. You, like Spencer said, you want to see that. You want to see that. In this sport, you want to see that. And I'm glad he brought up Hutchinson, because that's like the name my mind immediately jumped to, too. Is like, Hutch, we haven't seen him do that. And, you know, maybe he's doing that behind the scenes, but that's somebody that definitely needs to be having those kind of altercations, especially when the team is losing and performing the way they've been.
Yeah, imagine you're Charles Harris or Romeo Cuara standing on the sideline. Aiden Hutchinson walks over there. He's like, "This is fucking bullshit. I got 3 guys on me every play. One of you motherfuckers go make a play."
Yeah, I think that's what
that would juice you. That would get me going. I'd be like, all right, let's this is our fucking guy. This is our 2nd round draft pick. This is the face of our defense.
Yeah,
and he's out there fighting for his fucking life. Like, somebody needs to go help him.
Yeah, it's got Reed pissed off about that shit all over again. Just the fucking trade deadline shit.
Hell, Ben Johnson's got to do that to Goff right now.
Yeah.
You can't be fucking fumbling the ball every third
When
drive.
he goes to the sideline, Ben Johnson punches him in the gut. Turn this shit over again, see what happens. Bring back bullying. No, I'm just kidding.
Because Neil kept asking, what do they do if not? What do they do if not?
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident Hooker could do the things that we're watching Jared Goff. Now he's making like world-class throws by any means. He's kind of, like we said, within the structure of the system. There's a couple good throws there. I will say that. But I don't think they're like any other professional quarterback outside of Tim Boyle couldn't do if they're worth their rookie deal at least.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we talked about it with Lucas earlier today. Like Sam Howell's behind this offensive line. Like, dude's cooking. Dude's getting talking about duress or seeing pressure. He leads the league in stats in yards. Right? He's getting his ass kicked every single play.
He's got 45 sacks. He's been sacked 50 times already. What's up, JB?
Just a question for you guys. Does seeing Goff get exposed these past couple games help or kind of hurt his case to want to give him less money than you guys think the league is going for right now?
I don't think that affects his case at all. I think he's going to be paid the market price. That's what happens. if he signs somewhere, he's going to be paid the market price, and I just.
Do you think they still sign him here?
I don't know, man. I hope not.
I guess that's like the real question too. Is like, what are they viewing that as? You know what I'm saying? Because they also got a taste of that in 2021. Plus, all of it's on film from when he was in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the most turnovers since he's been drafted. I've been telling you guys drafted Hendon Hooker for a reason, but I can't sit here and like pretend like Goff wasn't playing phenomenal within the Ben Johnson system. Again, when there's everything's perfect around him and he's playing bad teams, we could talk about being in an MVP race. We could talk about being top 5 in an MVP race.
Mm-hmm.
When it's not the case, you saw what the product was.
Yeah.
You know? Like last week, there was a little bit of excuses. Like the first pick, okay, you say Laporta got bumped out. Oh, dude, I did. I wanted him. I had him in my mock drafts.
Yeah, you did.
People were clowning me. Turns out I still am a clown because he wasn't making it to number 6.
Yeah,
but
no way.
I fucking wanted him over Young.
That kid is fucking good, man.
That's the thing too. People, someone's gonna hop in and do it. CJ Stroud is fucking hopping and doing it right now, without a Ben Johnson, without the best offensive line. With wide receivers, Noah Brown's come around, and I think Nico Collins, but rookie year, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You think you're going to do with Amon St. Brown, Jameson Williams? That's the one of the only bright spots. There's 2 bright spots for me on yesterday's game. That's probably what we should have went a little positivity. I apologize. Jameson Williams, because much like we said, I think he's come into like his own a little bit there. I think we can start looking forward to him getting 50, 60 yards a game. And as JB said on Wednesday, if that line's ever at like 19.5, 20.5, I'm taking the over every single time with JMO going forward. And then Sam Laporta continues to do great things as well.
Yeah, Sam Laporta looked good.
So
he's making some Rodrigo catch.
Yeah, shout out to Rodrigo. That's positive.
I saw that.
And that's it. That's it for positive, guys.
Yeah. All out. Nicholas Duncan said Stroud and JJ compatible. Not even a little bit.
No, not at all.
JJ McCarthy's not in the class quarterback as CJ Stroud.
Comment in the Woodward Sports chat. I can't read that one. That one's actually kind of wild. Again, so worried about character, says Shift God. I think he's referring to the Chase Young stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody has trash games on film. Nobody's perfect, says Kalamazoo.
It's true. It's true. Like I said, I don't expect this out of Jared Goff the rest of the year. I don't expect him to have 3 turnovers every game for the rest of the year. But, like, Jesus, I didn't expect him to do it in back-to-back games.
Yeah. The one I'm not going to, I guess I can't abuse him for is the one where he was trying to, throw. Because that is a weird call every now and again. It's like...
No, but that was definitely a fumble.
No, for sure. That one was a fumble. His hands were going forward, no ball in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he was trying to make a play there. The one where I was fucking wanting to, uppercut him.
The one where he took off.
Brother, who do you think you're fucking Mike Vick?
Yeah, he was holding the ball, and like I said,
one finger.
It was literally one finger.
Like, bro, you're not Michael fucking Vick. You're not a scrambling quarterback. I admire you. You're going out there and trying to do it. I've said that this season. I think that's good. You have a command. There's some wherewithal there. Okay, nothing's here. Let me try to make something out of nothing. Tuck the ball, though,
Jay Will,
man.
Bro. This guy is what do you want us to say, bro? You want us to come on here after a loss to Packers on Thanksgiving and go, it's all right. Everything is awesome. I understand if you live in a world of delusion, then you can stay there. But this is what happened. And if you had a good time, if you enjoyed watching that, then you must be a Packers fan. Because, fuck, that was bad. Almost ruined my Thanksgiving.
Zekwas, Jamo needs more targets going forward. What do you think about that?
And Lunchbox Hooligan's right. He says, well, he did stop his picks, Spenny. That's true. No turnovers, or no interceptions. That's a plus.
That's a great point.
Progress.
What was the... let me actually look at the stat line here. I don't have it off the top of my head. Because I know he ended up 3-something yards in the 2 tutties.
So the Packers gave Goff the finger, said just a fan.
65%. What?
It was literally a one finger. He didn't punch at the ball.
And it flew.
It
flew. That was crazy.
Jared Goff was 29-44.
I still think we're going to win the division. I still think we're definitely still going to make the playoffs.
Oh, but no, bro.
I don't know.
We don't know what's going on with David Montgomery.
I think he's fine.
When's Jonah Jackson? You didn't play the rest of half the game, and they're trying to win. They're biting kneecaps to win that one. 1 out of 5 on 4th downs. They went for a 4th down 5 times.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. I don't know.
Trying to pull more positives. Was any of this?
Oh fuck! We lose this division with that fucking lead.
We're not gonna lose the division, man.
Yeah. I think it's a little too early to say. It's a little too early to speak that kind of stuff. But how much of this is also just the jam-packed schedule that they had? You know,
the
like
3 games in 11 days.
Yeah, like is there anything you could?
I think that definitely affected.
Definitely plays a factor.
Yeah, it definitely affected like the more like physical positions, line, defense. You got that's a fuck. You have to use your body as a weapon in every single play. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it definitely affected those pieces. But again, going back to this game, I'm not abusing the defense for it. They let up 2 straight touchdowns. Yes. Following that, 1 touchdown came from Jared Goff's fumble. The other one came after Dan Campbell went for it on the 23-yard line, your own 23-yard line. So I'm like a lot of it. Again, it's like the turnovers. In my respective opinion, Uncle Neil saw feet. I apologize, man. I'm calling like I see it. I reserved myself from calling last week's game a trap game. Not even last week, yesterday's game a trap game, because I was like, yeah, you're right. We did beat the fuck out of them. And then we had the Packers reporter on, and he wasn't really confident in his team either. He called that defense soft, but no.
And they were down Jair Alexander, Devondre Campbell, Aaron Jones. They traded Rasul Douglas.
Yeah.
No Darnell Savage.
Still have Rashawn Gary, though.
No Rudy Ford. Yeah, they definitely still had Rashawn Gary.
And another thing, too, for Uncle Neil saw feet, and I know you guys are Lions fans, you guys don't want to hear this shit. The Vikings schedule, so much easier than the rest of ours, dude.
I still think they're going to win the division. I do.
I'm nervous.
I'm not betting my mortgage on it, but I do.
Like, you just got us winning out or what? Because they only got to catch 2 games to be up with us.
I think we'll lose 3 games the rest of the year.
And the Vikings, okay, so let's do this.
So that would make us, what, 11-6?
Yeah, if they lost 3 more games, I have no clue. I'm just saying, yeah. We're at 8-2.
Because we're 8-3.
Oh, yeah, we're 8-3. Goddamn.
So, yeah, 11-6.
Games,
I think we'll lose to Dallas. I think we'll lose one of those games to Minnesota, and I think we'll lose just another game, one of the other games outside. So 3 losses the rest of the year.
Chicago.
So I think they'll be 11-6, and I think that'll be enough to win the division.
So Minnesota again, they got okay. So who wins this one? This one's in the Dome. Minnesota versus Chicago. Who do you got winning that game, Smitty?
Minnesota versus Chicago.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
All right, JB. Minnesota versus Chicago. In Minnesota. Monday Night Football.
Give me Minnesota.
Chris?
Yeah, I'll also go Minnesota.
All right. The 2 games behind us now. So we got 3 losses. So we're 11-3, you said? Or 11-6?
11-6.
All right. So they'd be at 7-5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Minnesota Vikings at the Raiders. Aiden O'Connell at quarterback.
Vikings will probably win that game.
Right.
Yeah.
JB at the Raiders. 4:05 start. Aiden O'Connell versus Joshua Dobbs. Justin Jefferson coming back too, by the way.
I don't know how much confidence I have in Aiden O'Connell, so I'm going to lean Minnesota on this one.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm going Minnesota as well. But, I mean, again, Minnesota's been up and down all year. So, like, to say they can't have
They've been
a
up
bad
as of
streak,
late, man.
Yeah, but they've
as of
also
late.
been up and down.
Like, where they would have stumbled out of the gates, probably would have been when they got a quarterback who was there for 4 days before he went on to beat the Atlanta Falcons.
Tell us about Mark White real quick.
Mark White gonna do you right.
Hey.
Mark White. MarkWhiteSells.com. Mark White has the best fish. He has the best French fries, eggs, and soup. 248-290-8242. I'm just kidding. He's got the minute listing agreement, guys. What are we doing? It's the best listing agreement, the best deal in business. He's flexible, and flexibility is key to success. Jared Goff ain't. He looks like a baby deer running out there. MarkWhiteSells.com or 248-290-8242 for the best real estate agent in the game. That's Mark White.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. That is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC. The same great service that customers have come to know and trust on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today and find the brand you want at lesstanford.com.
Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live at WoodsportsCom. I'm here with Eazy, all my guys from all Rex. I'm Chris, JB Smooth. Smash that like button, 5-star review.
Spenny, can Michigan State hold PSU to under the 22.5 spread tonight? So Sean Rounds. If that's the spread for just Penn State, probably not.
What would you say it out loud?
He said, Sean Rounds says, Spenny, can Michigan State hold Penn State to under the 22.5 spread tonight? Probably not. I wouldn't have confidence. They've played pretty well the past couple of games, but I don't think so.
All right, boys.
If they win, it's going to be a high-scoring game.
I think they're just trying to get out of this season as fast as they can and worry about next year.
It's cool that it's at Ford Field, though.
Yeah.
My dad was like, "You going?" I was like, "How am I going?" He's like, "It's probably not sold out." I was like, "Yeah, but it still costs money."
Tickets weren't that bad, actually.
Yeah, it's probably $50.
It's like $50-$60.
Yeah, see, no.
European roulette. I couldn't even go out Wednesday. We're going over the Vikings schedule.
I got to get a tattoo next week.
I'm glad I cashed out my division bets.
Are we doing pick'em?
No. Oh, yeah, we can. I want to finish the Vikings schedule.
Like
the schedule's kind of messed up this week with 3 games.
And there's we'll just do a push on the pick'em.
Vikings at Cincinnati. Jake Browning as quarterback. December 17th.
Yeah, the Vikings are winning that game.
JB?
It's the Vikings.
Chris?
Hauser with 5 tutties, said Nicholas Duncan. That'd be nice.
All right.
I want to see Levitt get some more playing time low key.
Lions at Vikings.
Lions at Vikings. Lions win.
We got to. Are you saying the same?
Yeah, Lions have
Christmas
to win.
Eve. Chris?
We need to win that. God, that's on Christmas
Eve.
Yeah. You can kill 2 holidays for us. I'm going to go.
Ruined my Thanksgiving and Christmas this year. No, I'm just kidding.
Packers at Vikings.
Vikings will win that.
And then Vikings in Detroit.
That depends.
See, I would take, if I'm taking them to win anything, I'm probably taking the one
at
there. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, we just went over the schedule and they're like 2 games behind us. They can make, if we're losing 3 more games, like you said.
I think so.
Like we would have to.
I would say 2, almost for sure 2, maybe 3. Like we're not going to beat Dallas. You could chalk that as no. And then one of those division games for sure. And maybe another game throughout, like Denver or
Chicago
hopefully not New Orleans, dude.
Yeah.
We can't lose to New Orleans. You can't lose 3 in a row.
Or 2 in a row.
Or yeah.
Still feels like a lot.
Feels like that.
But I mean, the bright side of this is, like, look at last year, right? When they needed to damn near win out to force their hands at potentially being a playoff team.
They lost to the Panthers.
Like,
I sense a Vegas tie. Jake Cruzen says they're going to tie Vegas.
They were amazing that whole stretch. So it's like this team, when they know they have to get it done, has most of the time found a way to get it done. And so I do have some confidence that they'll win the division for that reason, not just the lead.
Yeah,
but
these guys are fucking Broussard for sure.
Thanks, Spencer.
Sorry.
Yeah,
not you. Sorry. I was reading comments.
I know you were.
Continue.
No, that was it. That was it. Just that last year's stretch gives me confidence that, you know, they had to win almost all of those games, and they did that except for the Carolina game. So, I mean, it gives me confidence that when this team has the pressure on them to perform, that they'll get the job done.
Yeah. I think it'll be closer than
Cat Keys Wisdom is fucking delusional, bro.
It's definitely closer than we'd like it to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be close for sure, but that's what happens, man. It comes down the stretch, and like I said, when they're gonna make the playoffs still 1,000%, no doubt in my mind. I am still confident that they'll win this division. Now, when it comes to winning a playoff game, that's where I am starting to waver. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm just having like too much recency bias. I'm not too
I mean,
sure
the
of any
past
of
2
it.
weeks, I wouldn't blame you for thinking that way, looking at how they've played the past 2 weeks. But like I said, that hasn't been the norm for them. I'm going off what we've seen for a majority of the season. I don't expect Jared Goff to go out there and have three turnovers every single game for the rest of the year.
I guess like, if I'm talking myself into the Lions winning the division, I could see the Vikings maybe losing to the Bengals, and obviously us taking one of those games too.
They're not losing to the Bengals.
Didn't Jake Brown still kind of play straight? Or?
He looked all right, but that was before any tape was out on him. Like, they're not losing to the Bengals.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I don't know. I feel like guys have like a year of like.
Are we at Just a Fan says? Are we at the anger stage or the bargaining stage? I think we're at bargaining right now.
Yeah, we're definitely negotiating.
What part's the bargaining
The
stage?
stages of grief. Yeah. I don't know which one that is.
It goes down the bargaining.
I think
stage.
anger's first, and we were definitely at anger at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
And now I think we're at bargaining.
Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of blank for a minute after that game. Just like, again, a lot of people think I'm happy to see that Goff like perform like shit. I'm not. I'm a Lions fan. I'd much rather be like wrong. I told you guys Wednesday heading in, I want to come in Friday. I want Jared Goff fans to be able to talk their shit.
Yeah.
You said that word for word.
Word for word.
You did.
Where Eazy was wrong.
Yeah. By the numbers.
By the numbers. Absolutely wrong.
Word for word.
Only thing I think we called. Actually, I'll give you your running backs. I think they hit both their overs. Jameer didn't do like the 70 yards like you said, but I'm not.
They would have. They fucking would have.
Yeah.
If we would have been able to run the ball the whole game. Instead of turning it over.
That's what we gotta do. Just move forward. Just run the fucking ball. And again, David, I really want to know what's up with him too.
I think Monty will be fine
because he's key in that Chicago game.
Absolutely.
Outside, in Windy City.
Yeah.
We need David.
Yes.
And because I would even let Jared Goff throw the ball more than fucking 15, 16 times.
December in Chicago is a scary thought.
I would give him an 18 attempt limit. Like, I'm not. We're only throwing the ball when we need to, brother. I'm just saying. And I'm not even trying to shit on for like anything outside of it being outside in cold weather. Even the Gobblers would fucking not admit it, but like we all know what we saw against the Ravens. Mm-hmm. And the Bears played straight. I think the defenses that give this offense problems are ones with like the linebackers that can kind of cover that middle of the field a little bit there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's where we eat, passing at least.
Oh, man.
He's not really throwing well outside the numbers. He doesn't do great outside the structure of play.
You said you're giving him a 18 pass limit. That's pretty funny.
I'm trying to win a fucking game.
He was like, I don't know if there's too many people at Ford Field and like, you know, they're making too much noise, so there's a small gust of wind going through there because some of those passes were fucked.
Dude, it was his worst game by far.
Oh yeah,
and he didn't throw any interceptions. Like that's how you know.
It was worse than Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was worse than Chicago.
Was it worse than last year, Carolina?
What'd you say?
Ooh.
No, Carolina. He actually.
No, I would say New England last year.
Carolina was all around
New England. Yeah, that's
New England last year was
worst
bad.
game by far.
Yeah,
New England last year.
Bailey Zappi
out fucking dueling Jared Goff.
See, what happened was they had the fans on inside Ford Field because it was too hot. So that's how the passes kept going left and right.
Nicholas Duncan says Dobb got alopecia. All right, no need to take shots at the Pasternak. I like Dobbs. I do.
If you can
he's a fun guy to root for.
If you run Gibbs 26 times against the Raiders, and if you run Dave Montgomery 32 times against the Packers, like I'm being dead ass in Chicago. Don't throw the ball more than fucking 18 times. And when you do it,
bubble screen.
Do it when you have to. Even a bubble.
Did you remember? I think it was the last drive of the game. Yesterday, he threw like a 4-yard out to Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh yeah,
and it like hit his. It was like at his feet, and you see Gibbs like.
Yeah, I was pissed.
He was open.
That's why I got pissed. He made a pretty good throw like immediately after, but
he's made some good throws, but like, dude,
that's what he is, man.
It is what he is. He is what he is. Tell us about Glorious, Chris.
All right. Glorious Cannabis, just in time for football season. Glorious Cannabis is back with a new ice water bubble hash infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue. It smells so good. It's like the whiff of the first playoff win in 31 years. We're still hopeful to have that. It's a gassy, aggressive strain named in honor of Detroit football. If you haven't had one of these ice water pre-rolls, you are missing out. They are so smooth. You can get them at Dispo Dispensary and get them 25% off if you use the code Woodward at checkout. Visit them at gloriouscanna.com.
Glorious! Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White & Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Your childhood may be over, but Playtime is not. Outdoor Equipment Company is your source for outdoor power equipment, sales, service, and parts, carrying top brands such as Bad Boy, Ellis, Tractor, Steel, and more. Servicing the Great Lakes region, locations in Metro Detroit and Greater Lansing. For more information, visit us at OutdoorEquipCo.com. Outdoor Equipment Company, your power equipment playground.
The keys to wisdom. Goff's #1 yardage quarterback in the NFL with only 11 games. He has a very good shot to lead the league in yards. Average guys cannot do these things. That's false. That is incorrect. Jared Goff is, that's an incorrect statement. I'm pretty positive. I'm about to check it right now. Most yards in the league right now, Sam Howell. Unless it's just still
he said
from
11 games.
Sam Howell, does he not have 11 games?
They had their bye week, I think, already.
Yeah. Sam Howell's over Jared Goff right now. And by the way, do you not...
Yeah, they had their bye weeks a couple weeks ago.
Like, I want to see air yards, too, by the way. Because JG be getting them yaks from
them yaks, for
them
sure.
Yaks from JMO. He had a 32-22 last week, or Sunday. Jared Goff is second with 11 games. CJ Stroud was still only 10 games just behind him, by the way.
How has he only played 10 games?
Who?
CJ Stroud.
Didn't he miss a game?
This week will be 11.
Oh, yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then Dak Prescott, I'm pretty sure he's played the same amount of games. Tua, which Tua played today. I'm sure that lineup changed. He has the most touchdowns in the league right now.
Dak.
By the way, I think Michigan's losing tomorrow. Sorry, guys. Oof. That Maryland game was not convincing. I do not think Sherrone Moore knows how to use JJ, and I don't think JJ is all that he was hyped up to be. I think Ohio State comes in, they might break some hearts. Did you already give out a pick for that one?
No, I haven't.
Who you got?
I still think Michigan's going to win.
Chris?
I don't know.
I just hope everyone has a good time.
Both teams play well.
Yeah, I just hope both teams
Howell
have fun.
has played 12 games.
Who?
Howell has played 12 games.
Howell's played 12 games?
Yeah.
Dak Prescott. So he hasn't had a bye week then? Or
I guess not.
Wow.
Wow.
Dak Prescott leads the league in touchdown passes.
Yeah.
And less interceptions than Jared Goff. He might... If Dak wins the MVP, I was saying he was better
Dak's
than Goff.
Dak's got 23 and 6. Damn.
Yeah.
Let's go with that. 18 and 8.
18 and 8. I wonder how many fumbles Dak's given up.
Herbert's only got 5 picks.
Herbert's having a year.
Purdy's got 6.
Even with all the drops. But some people really believe he is lesser product than Jared Goff. Brock Purdy 19 and 6, more touchdowns, less interceptions than Goff.
If CJ Stroud goes out there Sunday and puts up 303 touchdowns, he's the best quarterback in the league.
What would you say, 3 touchdowns?
303 touchdowns. Who are they playing? I don't even know who they're playing.
Jags. I think he's in for a battle in that one.
Oh, man. I hope the Jags...
That's a division game, too, for them.
Yeah, if the fucking Texans go worse to first, I'm putting my nuts on the table.
Yeah, actually, that's going to be crazy. Let me check that division right now.
All you motherfuckers laughed at me.
I was laughing.
When I said the Texans were going to be a problem.
Holy shit, they could go worse to first in that game. They're 6-4. The Jaguars are 7-3. That would exchange the 2 and...
Give them the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go, Houston!
Actually, who beat the Jags? Chiefs beat them. They also lost to the Niners. Someone beat them real. Oh, that was the Niners. Who's their 2 other losses? Am I missing? What am I missing here?
Houston? I don't know.
Houston already beat them.
They already beat the Jags?
Houston will be in sole place of the number 1 spot in the AFC South.
Please. I just want...
And
you can ask. I forget who was in that room. I think it was Adam, Lucas, Justin.
Rip.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's...
Fuck, that's sad.
That is sad. I think Jeff was in there, too, and Gentry. They were all in Studio B. And I was walking out to go rip a dart, and this was the day after the draft. I opened the door. I was like, Houston, worst to first. They were like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I said it on the show.
Now look at them.
Group text them tonight. Group text them right meow. JB,
text them last man standing.
Yeah. Look who was fucking right, huh?
Look who's
bunch of dead bodies in that room now.
Listen, you can still talk some shit like you laughed at me. Because, like, this weekend it's one. Oregon over 61.5. Texas by 15.5.
Spenny gonna watch the MSU game?
22.5. 2 bill locks. MPWMU.
Spenny, are you a fan of Jack Doherty? Says Derek Brown. No, I fucking hate Jack Doherty.
He actually got punched finally.
Good. That kid's a little fucking... I wanted to say a word that I would get canceled for. I hate that little fuck, dude. I swear to God, he's such a piece of shit.
How I've watched, not impressed. Let's see him win a big game.
He's not. He's not for sure.
What?
Doherty's a hard ot.
Oh.
Like I would rock that kid's shit if I saw him in real life. What? I hate him so much. He's so annoying.
Worse than Russell Wilson or Rudy Gobert?
Probably, honestly, because they at least seem like decent people. Jack Doherty's just a piece of shit.
I don't know if Rudy Gobert's a decent person.
Yeah, I heard Russell Wilson's kind of a dick too.
Actually, yeah, I heard that too. Wasn't there some stuff about him the coordinator had to text his agent or something like that?
Richard Sherman and Marshawn Lynch had to go through his agent to contact him. When he was having a rough year last year, they were gonna text him and be like, "It's all right, bro."
No, that was while they were on the team. I'm pretty sure.
No, it was. I think it
was when they were off the team.
I think it was when they were on the team.
Oh no, I'm all for spreading false stories. I should say they were on the team.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, they're true as far as we know.
Yeah. All I know is Jack Doherty's a little piece of shit. I fucking hate that kid. But
JB bets for Michigan, Ohio State. Oh my bad. There's dip.
Oh, Michigan. I don't know what the spread is, but Michigan easily wins this one.
Easily?
Not easily. Let me back up that, but
I think Michigan's losing. I don't know why you guys are so confident.
Michigan 27, Ohio State 23.
They've played nobody to test them. Nobody that should test them. They got tested by Maryland.
That's what happened last year too.
Ohio State's been tested. What do you mean?
They got tested by who was Illinois last year, right before the game. Remember?
I said the offensive line's worse than last year, though.
That's when we were going to play. We were going to watch Oakland play Eastern.
Yeah.
They almost lost that game. Jake Moody hit a walk-off 50-yarder. I just think Michigan's better up front. And
Broder, you owe me pizza. Cash in tonight.
And Kyle McCord, I think JJ is a better player than Kyle McCord. He's not being used like it, but I do think he's better. But
Broder, Brooklyn pizza, spicy, the spicy one.
That'll do it for us tonight.
Hellboy.
Appreciate you all. Thankful for you guys. Hopefully everyone out there had a great Thanksgiving other than the Lions losing. For Eazy, for Chris, for JB, I am Spencer Raxter. Have a great weekend. Stress-free weekend. Go Houston. Go Texans. I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace.